Che Guevara was a doctor, a revolutionary, and to the Latin American anti-establishment, a Christ-like martyr figure.
Ernesto Che Guevara was born on June 14, 1928, in Rosario, Argentina, into a large upper-middle-class family. As a youth, he excelled in school and went on to study medicine at the University of Buenos Aires before graduating in 1953.
While Che was still a medical student, he traveled 5,000 miles through Latin America, observing the plight of the Latin American peasants.
He found poverty was widespread, and he blamed it on imperialism and capitalism. He determined that the solution to this was communism.
While in Guatemala in 1954, Guevara was incensed by the American-backed military coup of President Jacobo Arenz's socialist government. Later that year, Che met Fidel and Raul Castro while visiting Mexico and joined the revolutionary cause to overthrow the Batista government in Cuba.
He landed as the doctor for the invading force, but the invading force was quickly dispersed and lost most of its people, and Guevara switched from being the doctor to being a military man and ended up being Castro's second in command.
Following Castro's 1959 victory in the Cuban Revolution, Che Guevara was instructed to round up and deal with former Batista officials.
Che Guevara organized hundreds of trials and put to death possibly 500 or even more Batista supporters.
The international community saw him as a murderer as a result of this. However, the Cuban people wanted most of these people to be killed for their crimes.
As one of the few people Fidel Castro trusted, Guevara was named head of the Ministry of Industry and the Cuban Bank.
Before Castro took charge in Cuba, it was really a capitalist economy. What Guevara did was he made the change to a communist system by turning over the land to the peasants and then nationalizing the banks and industry. Guevara advised Castro that he should align himself closer with the Soviet Union. In fact, it was Guevara who invited missiles into Cuba from the Soviet Union.
During the Cuban Missile Crisis, Guevara wanted the Soviets to attack the United States and openly criticized them for backing down. Castro, needing the Soviets as close allies, didn't like this and arranged for Guevara to leave Cuba.
Guevara in 1965 left Cuba in order to foment revolution in other areas of the world. He first went to the Congo, and then he went to Bolivia.
Che Guevara's stay in Bolivia was short-lived, and he was tracked down by the Bolivian army with the aid of the CIA and captured on October 7, 1967, and killed 2 days later.
Certainly, Che Guevara has a legacy as a Latin American revolutionary, but his most enduring legacy is his reduction in illiteracy in Cuba and the formation of universities for everyone.
Today, Che Guevara remains a controversial figure, with his face gracing T-shirts worldwide as the symbol of anti-establishment and change.
Che Guevara is revered in Cuba today. You'll see him on a peso note. School children each day give a daily chant to him. The idea is that to be the ideal man or woman, you should be like Che.
Mark Twain is now thought of as America's first celebrity because he was so good at capturing the public imagination, and it became important to him to have a public image.